Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're doing a Swiss Legacy Cube. I haven't done this cube yet. I've at least got some cube experience now, so I feel like I'm, you know, reasonably prepared for this. But I didn't even look at the list of cards that are in this cube, so this should be interesting. Typically when there's Pestermite, there's Kiki Jiki. Um, so Pestermite seems like a good option. Voyaging Satyr ramps. Blue-green ramp is always a really good base because you get ramp effects, which means you run fatties, you can power fatties out, and you get draw card effects in blue, so you get massive card advantage with ramp. So typically green-blue is a pretty safe base to start your deck at. Ashiok seems pretty good. It's a couple colors, but I mean, it can cripple your opponent's deck, and in this format, you get some pretty massive creatures with it. But I think I'm going to take the combo card in Pestermite. Kiki Jiki, if I remember, tends to go fairly late unless someone's dedicated doing it too, which isn't too often. Now I get Deceiver Exarch option. I mean, the problem with taking these cards is they're not going to work all that well if I don't get Kiki Jiki. But there's also Splinter Twin, so I guess there's two ways to do it. Maybe we just take the Deceiver Exarch. There's Gristlebrand and Garrick, and I'd actually like the Compulsive Research too, but if we're going to go for the combo, I think we should get some combo pieces. And yeah, we can either get Splinter Twin or... The fact that we can get Splinter Twin or Kiki Jiki, I guess, makes me a little bit more comfortable with this pick. These cards aren't that great otherwise, but they are like an instant speed way to tap something down or get a surprise blocker. Not that that's very good, but like I said, I feel like Splinter Twin and Kiki Jiki tend to go late, and if we cut the combo components for those, I'm feeling like it's going to be safer. All right, Force of Will is pretty good. There's also Snapcaster and Prophetic Bolt in here, but I would say if we're going to be combo, Force of Will is certainly something we're going to want. All right, let's take the Force of Will then. Okay. Council's Judgment's kind of a ridiculous card. I don't like its design all that much because it lets you take care of anything. Hexproof, doesn't matter. Indestructible, nope, doesn't matter. Anything. Really is, in my opinion, just, I don't like it. So now we can take another counterspell. There's also an image, which is good. I kind of feel like I want the counterspell more, but imaging fatties is certainly good. How is imaging with these guys? I mean, it's not really that good, since you can't, like Kiki Jiki or Splinter Twin, a phantasmal image copy of a creature. Let's take the Mana Leak. Let's get another counterspell. I think we're going to want some protection if we're going full-fledged combo. Interesting. So we can take Dungeon Geist. We can take... I mean, we kind of want to take red cards. Lavamancer's something. I mean, Dungeon Geist is fine. Grim Lavamancer's only fine too. I mean, we have to actually fill our yard for it to be useful, but maybe if we get some more counter spells. Basically, the only reason I want to move into red is because of Splinter Twin and Kiki Jiki, but I would say I have a pretty strong incentive to doing that since I have two cards that combo pretty fantastically well with it. Let's take the Lavamancer. I mean, it's a pretty good card. All right, interesting. Impulse, that's going to help us combo. Flame Slash is decent removal, not amazing. Flooded Strand gives us some fixing options. Captivating Vampire is a new one too. And so is that Gul'Daraz Vampire. So there's like cool little vampire theme going on with this cube. I like that. I like Loxodon Warhammer a lot too, but if we're combo, Warhammer's not going to matter. I think we take Impulse. It's going to help us find counter spells, find combo pieces, etc. Okay, Raul Zarek seems like a pretty good card. Seems like a really good card. Uh, Otherwise, Slagstorm is a nice, board wipe effect, which might actually be pretty good. I could see that actually, Slagstorm. If we're control especially, having board wipes can be nice. I'm wondering if 3 damage to each creature is good enough. Or if maybe we just want the Dissipate. Get more counters. How good's Ral? I don't know. I'm going to take Ral anyway, though. Alright, Teferi is usually excellent. So I think we're happy to slam that here. Alright, Shivan Reef seems like a good idea. We're likely going to be dedicated blue-red. We're likely going to need some good fixing because Kiki Jiki's triple red and Splinter Twin's double red and Teferi's triple blue. So Time Warp, cool spell, but let's take some actual fixing for us at the moment. Alright, Spark Mage, Basilisk Collar. I did see Basilisk Collar. It's a good synergy. I used to play that. I think we want one of these lands, and more likely we want the Polluted Delta since blue is like our main color. This just is going to potentially help us find some, if we get dual lands, Polluted Delta is going to be really nice. Otherwise, Burst Lightning's fine too. Manic Vandal is typically a pretty good card because there's a lot of powerful artifacts, but this is probably be a better card in like the Vintage Cube where you've got power. I think we kind of just want Prophetic Bolt. It's good value. Burn anything plus, dig for another spell you need. Nykthos is certainly good with the Fairy, but we're not going to have a bunch of permanents, so I think we're just going to take Prophetic Bolt. All right, Beetleback Chief's something I can do. I don't think I'm likely to want it, but it's an option. Take the red card. Take the red card. We'll give somebody the... All right, well, getting last pick red cards, which I guess is good. But right now we're looking like a counter burn deck, which I would much prefer to be the combo deck. I mean, it's not too late. We have 2 packs to find Splinter Twin or Kiki Jiki, which is not bad. We've got some good opportunities. And like I said, they're not popular cards outside of this. It would be pretty difficult to play them outside of this shell of a deck. Wow, Grave Titan strong. Kind of want the Steam Vents, since we're already looking color intensive and I've got a Polluted Delta to find it. There is Seagate Oracle, Gitaxian Probe, Repeal, which are all fine. Form of the Dragon's an interesting one. But I think we're just going to take Steam Vents. Let's get some fixing going. Interesting. All right, Old Man of the Sea is something... Siege Gang Commander's typically pretty good. Maybe with Beetleback Chief 2, I could see that being okay. It's a little bit expensive, but some good Wrath effects in here. Here's a burn spell. I mean, there's an Emrakul too. I could take the Emrakul and maybe we get Show and Tell, but this isn't much of a Show and Tell deck. Just running an Emrakul and a Show and Tell is possibly wishful thinking. How much do I like Siege Gang? I like Siege Gang quite a bit, actually. Siege Gang's a sweet card. Can be a real board flipper. All right, I'm going to take Siege Gang. I have a good feeling about that card. It's pretty high value. Interesting. All right. Now there's Delver, which currently works with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. It's not a bad start. There's also a Bonfire, which is a nice board wipe effect. We're not really beat down, so Delver's probably worse. Although, if you're going to play Delver in any deck, I would say Blue-Red is a pretty good one. But that's more for the burn beatdown decks. This doesn't look... I mean, we've got some burn spells, but I'm certainly not trying... I'd much rather be combo. This could be like my backup plan. Take the Delver. I feel like Bonfire is a really powerful effect, though. I don't have any ways to stack my deck, though. I only have ways to put it in my hand. I don't have a way to stack it. I'm going to take the Delver just in case the combo doesn't work. I'm going to want some nice burn beatdown stuff. So that's good justification in my mind. Gifts Ungiven, certainly interesting. I don't know if I can gifts that effectively with a combo deck. Like, what do? Find Deceiver, Exarch, Pestermite, Kiki Jiki, and whatever the Splinter Twin is, and then they're just like, okay, we'll get rid of Exarch and Pestermite and give you Splinter Twin and Kiki Jiki, or vice versa. They'll just give me combo pieces I don't need. So gifts seems like it's difficult to make work in a combo piece deck like we've got. I think we just take Sulfur Fall. Let's get some more fixing. All right, Dig Through Time is pretty good. I like Hellrider in a beatdown deck, but we're a little bit creature light. Here's some ramp effects. Do we need ramp? Not especially. How good is Sakashima's Student, too? This card's probably pretty good. I'm kind of tempted to take the Dig Through Time, though. Get some card draw. We have some burn effects already, so I feel like we can power out some burn and then... Yeah, I think we actually take Dig, since there is still some time to find ramp combo pieces for this, and this is a great way to find the combo pieces we're missing. I'm going to take it. All right, Augur seems fine. Counterspell's better, though. Tradewind Rider's a good control card. I really like it. There's certain board states where it's very difficult to recover from a Tradewind Rider. But I'm trying to think how control we are. We have good counterspells currently. We've got Mana Leak counterspell, Force of Will. Could take the Dissolve. Dissolve tends to be less good in Cube since it's 3 mana. Geist of Saint Trapped is a nightmare. Pretty tempted to take the Tradewind Rider. Like I said, it's a pretty good control card, and we actually have some token effects that work reasonably well with it. Otherwise, yeah, we're taking a Dissolve or something, which isn't bad for us, actually, but I'm going to take the Tradewind Rider. It's something interesting to do. Okay, Dualcaster Mage currently can counter or copy a few spells. It's not good with counter spells, though. It's only good with Burn, really, and like Prophetic Bolt. I don't think this is a Dualcaster Mage deck. More likely, I want the Essence Scatter for more counter spells, or Avalanche Riders for land destruction, but I think we want Essence Scatter. Chasm Skulker is reasonable too, but I'm a big Repeal fan in general. Whirling Outburst works really well with Siege Gang Commander. I kind of like that, but I think we just take Repeal. Repeal's excellent. Really excellent. The beautiful part about this card in this deck is protect a combo piece and draw a card, or bounce one of their, powerful permanents, draw a card, and then maybe get a counter spell for it when they try to replay it. You don't lose any value at all. It's really nice, actually. Wrath Effects tabling is pretty surprising. How many wizards do I have? I do have Teferi, so I could keep bringing Teferi back. I'm not sure if I've got any other wizards. I guess Delver is too. And Lavamancer. Maybe I take it. Maybe it comes up. All right, Bonfire tabling is pretty interesting. There's a Future Sight, which is okay. I'm fine with Bonfire. Bonfire is just one of those cards that's so powerful when it comes up late game, when it's like, so many times I felt like it's like I either against my opponent I have no way to lose and then they get Bonfire, or it's like, I have no way to win and then I top deck Bonfire. It's like, oh yeah, Bonfire. Let's take Dragon Fodder. I mean, there is Wake Thrasher too, but alright, Sakashima's Student seems fine. Copy stuff, right? Valakut. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. And last pick, Firebolt. I would say better than Seal of Fire, despite the fact that you can play Seal of Fire and use it anytime. Flashback effects, probably more powerful. So, still have not managed to find Kiki Jiki or Splinter Twin, surprisingly. So, I'd be surprised if they were both hated out. Like I said, there really isn't any deck for those cards beyond the Deceiver, Exarch, Pestermite combo. I mean, that's not necessarily true. They work with Into the Battlefield effects, but could be just they weren't opened yet. I'm not sure. I love Chandra. Big fan of her. Chromatic Lanterns, Ramp. I'm not sure this deck needs Ramp. Jace is good card advantage. What's our current card advantage situation? Impulse, which isn't. Dig Through Time, which is. Prophetic Bolt, which is. Well, not really, I guess. It just replaces itself and burns something. Still card advantage. Looter's pretty good at delve effects, but I think we probably want either a Jace or a Chandra. I do like Chandra. She's a nice way to kill things and retain value. Jace is pretty nice, though, especially against aggro. Pretty tempted to take Jace, I think. But I'm trying to think if I like Jace or Chandra more. I really don't know. I'm actually not sure. I think I'm going to go Jace. Card advantage seems better for this style of deck. We already had, oh, there's our Kiki-Jiki. So not going to try and not going to worry about it getting hated. I mean, I could maybe take some, like, I'd love to have Tameo. Tameo's amazing. But, I mean, I'm not going to risk Kiki-Jiki getting hated. Let's cut the Beetleback Chief. I'm trying to cut the most underwhelming effects in here at the moment. Like, I'd still probably like to cut Delver, just because it's not, now that we have a combo piece, I'd rather just focus on the combo. Still hope to get Splinter Twin. Kiki-Jiki it is. So we have a combo. We've got a plan. That's good. Let's see here. Consecrated Sphinx is incredibly strong. So is Upheaval. This isn't an Upheaval deck because we don't really have ramp elements. So Upheaval's only good if we have like 12 mana out or something insane like that. So I think we just want the Sphinx, which is just an amazing card. I like Stoke the Flames and Flamewake Phoenix, but those are more red deck wins. Sphinx is just one of those cards that's if it goes unanswered, it just wins. Stroke of Genius is one of those cards that's like amazing for green-blue ramp. Just really nice value there. But let's slam a Consecrated Sphinx. All right, we got to make some cuts again. Probably like a Pillar of Flame. I'd rather play a Firebolt once again. We probably don't need Dragon Fodder either. We're not like a... So we're looking good. I mean, we're a combo deck. And we have we're a combo deck with counter spells, so what more can you ask for, really? We could take Ramp. Sower's fine. It's so susceptible to removal. I don't really like it. I think we probably just want Ponder. Something to do early. Helps us find combo pieces. Is It Charm's pretty interesting, too, actually. I still think Ponder's probably better, and there's probably a better chance we table Is It Charm. So let's take the Ponder. I'd still love to see, if we see Splinter Twin, this deck really comes together nicely. If we don't, I'm still satisfied with Exarch, Pestermite, Kiki-Jiki, but I would really like to see a Splinter Twin to help this deck along the way. Phoenix we should just cut. I don't think I want to play that. It's cool, but it's not really what... Oh, got the Splinter Twin. Excellent. So now we're just full-fledged combo, which is really nice. So taking this, slamming that. So we've got two pieces, got, a couple ways to get our combo online, which is just great. We've got 23 cards, so we have a deck. I think Anger of the Gods is something I probably want, a board wipe effect of some sort. Otherwise, I take Into the Royal, which is really good value. Once again, it's another way to protect your permanent. It's like protect combo pieces, draw a card, which is really nice. But Anger of the Gods is also going to be nice. I mean, the problem with Anger is I can't play it if I have like Pestermite out or Kiki-Jiki or any of my little dudes. But if I'm getting swarmed, Anger is a pretty amazing way to just bring the game back. I guess Bonfire kind of is too. I'm going to take Anger. I don't know if it's right, but I feel like a combo deck probably should have some burn. So I can take Negate, uh, some board wipe burn, I should say. Spell Pierce is a very good way to protect combo. I think we want Temple, though. We're very color intensive, so all the fixing we can get is really going to be helpful. And we're already making cuts, so. All right, Dismiss is very good. Vidalcan Shackles is quite good. Perforos is clearly good with, like, Siege Gang Commander. And Siege Gang Commander is actually one of those cards that's really good with Kiki Jiki and Splinter Twin, which is kind of cool. So Siege Gang's actually very good in this deck in general. Shackles is a good card, and we're going to be relatively blue intensive, but feel like I probably just want the Dismiss, get some more counter spells. Although stealing creatures can be quite good. I'm going to take Dismiss. I've got a good feeling about counter draw. Alright, Chandra versus, there's a Looter effect in here too. Looter helps us find combo pieces, which I like, and possibly counter spells too. That's interesting. Chandra, we kind of already have enough top end. I feel like Looter might be a nice way to, it fuels our delve while finding us combo pieces, and it just finds you counter spells. I feel like Looter is actually pretty good for our deck, especially if we get flooded or something. I'm gonna take Looter. Interesting. Factory's something, but we're too color intensive to really make me feel comfortable with that. Serendib Efreet's, I don't think we'd ever play it. I mean, accidentally took it there, but I think I was going to take it anyway. Stoke the Flames versus Mutavault. See, I like cards like Mutavault, but we're so color intensive, I just would rather focus on our mana base being good. I think I hate Assemble the Legion because maybe that could wreck us. Alright, did table the Izzet Charm, so there is also Sphere of the Suns. But I think I'd rather have Izzet Charm. Imperial Recruiter, which finds some stuff. I don't know if I want it, though. I think we're probably not playing... maybe I take Molten Rain for sideboard. I think we're not playing Grim Lavamancer, and we're likely not playing Firebolt either. Although it's some good... Well, we're clearly not playing Molten Rain. I don't think we're playing Student. We're not attacking much, so I don't think Students come in this deck. Tradewind Rider is still an interesting one, but I probably don't need it. Let's cut the Lavamancer, I think. Not that it's terrible, because it's not, but I guess it's certainly good with Looter. Maybe Lavamancer's okay. Maybe Firebolt just gets the axe. I don't have a problem with Firebolt in general, but I'd rather just play Board Wipe Burn, like Anger and Bonfire, because that's all we really need. This deck just needs some protection. You know, like in case we get Vamp Swarmed, having Anger and Bonfire can be tremendously beneficial. And Jace even helps with that too. The +1 just makes it difficult to kill him and us. How good is Teferi? Teferi is typically pretty good, especially when you have counter spells. And, oh, actually, Teferi's amazing when you have, like, yeah, I think we need Teferi. Because, like, when we want to cast Splinter Twin, how about your opponent can't even burn him in response? Yeah, Teferi's, like, amazing in this deck. We have a lot of 5-drops, but we're playing 17 lands. I think we should be okay. We have some board wipe effects. We have good fixing. I like the counter spells. Izzet Charm burn stuff too. Izzet Charm's great. What a great card. Pretty tempted to cut Lavamancer, I think. Just more of a red deck wins card. Yes, it works well with Looter, but I'd rather have Looter than Lavamancer in this deck, I think. So last cut. Maybe the Tradewind Rider. I mean, Tradewind Rider is kind of a cool combo with like Siege Gang, because you get the gobs, you bounce the Siege Gang, you replay Siege Gang, you get more goblins. I could see that being good, but I think I'm going to ditch the Tradewind Rider plan. I actually like Tradewind Rider, but I kind of like what the rest of this deck is doing a little bit more. Let's separate out creatures from non-creatures, take a look at what we're dealing with here. So we've got clearly Exarch, Pestermite, Kiki-Jiki, Splinter Twin, so that's great news. It's very good. Counterspells are Charm, Counterspell, Mana Leak, Essence Scatter, Dismiss, Force of Will. That's pretty good. That's really good. Looter to find combo pieces and mana. I think this looks good. This looks like a good deck. We even got card draw in Jace, Dig Through Time. Impulse and Prophetic Bolt aren't bad either. Even Is It Charm, albeit at card disadvantage, but if you're desperate, you can do it. Okay, and we have a couple board wipes. This looks like a good deck. I think it's a good deck. Very color intensive, so all the fixing we got is going to be tremendously useful. Polluted Delta can find us Steam Vents only, so if we open a Steam Vents Polluted Delta hand, this can only get an island, which sucks a little bit, but not that big of a deal. Other than that, our mana base should be fine. 5 fixers, and this seems good. Definitely want more blue than red, but to get triple red, I think we're actually probably going to do close to an even split. Because, I mean, we need double red for Anger as well, and Splinter Twin. This would be, I don't know if let's do more of a, this is 10 red, 12 blue. I would say 10 red, 12 blue that's pretty adequate. I need double blue early for like counter spells and stuff. And I also need triple blue, but I need triple red. I could do an even split, but I do have significantly more blue than red. But then again, if I go 11-11, am I really going to have a bunch of mana issues? I don't think so. I think 11-11 is pretty... 11 blue sources is more than adequate to fuel everything we've got here, and 11 red sources is certainly more than enough to fuel all that. All right. I think I'm going 11-11 just because being able to hit that triple red when you need it is very valuable. So we're playing a combo deck. Not much to say beyond that. Got some nice board wipe effects. We've got good card advantage, good counterspell protection. So this looks like a fun deck. I think it could perform pretty well. And all right, we'll see round 1 with it.